What is up, guys? Welcome tonight to another round of Flight Club Live. Hope you guys are having a great Tuesday evening. I'm Jeff, and of course, this is Jeff's Custom RC. And like I said, man, happy to have each and every one of you guys here tonight. Um, yeah, I mean, and I guess you saw something about a live unboxing. Well, we'll get to that. Okay. You guys already know what it is. Right up here. Yes. Awesome airplane. But we'll get into that in just a minute. But first of all, I just want to say thanks, guys, for all of you showing up tonight and hanging out with me here. Always try to keep you guys entertained, have a great time. See, Mr. Great Scott RC is here. Mr. EQ RC is here. Tim Toutant, how are you, buddy? Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. RC Roland, Great Scott, as I said. Ruff, what's up, buddy? How are you? Paul McNeil, Wayne Schreiber. There's my buddy Wayne. Mike SSI. Hope all you guys are having a good day. It's been a beautiful day here. It's supposed to be a beautiful week, man. So looking forward to that. And like to say thanks to EQ, RC, and all you other guys out there that posted up some great videos of Joe Nall last week, keeping us pilots, as EQ calls us, pilots, up on what's going on at Joe Nall. That was great, man. I enjoyed all those videos. Saw some beautiful airplanes. Hey, Tim, man, thank you, buddy. I appreciate you, man. I just, you're awesome, dude. From the bottom of my heart, man. Thank you. Bless you. And hope you're doing well. As I said, great guy there. But yeah, EQ, man, I appreciate it. I couldn't get out. A lot of guys couldn't get out. It was beautiful, beautiful weather down in Woodruff, South Carolina. And like I said, you guys bringing it to us live, showing us all the vendors, the airplanes, some good crashes. You guys saw that jet crash. That was pretty sweet. I hate to say it, it hurts your heart to see it as a pilot and all of us in here. But what's up, Aaron? But sometimes you got to see a little excitement too, But that being said, I appreciate all you guys out there that were doing videos and keeping us all informed. Motion RC as well. Wesley Boozer, the Boozer's channel. Those guys were there putting in some good flights and bringing us some good stuff. Horizon Hobby was there. So yeah, it was a good time. And I thank all you guys for taking the time to put up all the videos on Facebook. And speaking of Facebook, if any of you guys are watching on Facebook, head over to YouTube, check us out there. That way you can you can subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And yeah, be a part of this awesome community and turn on your notifications for all of these guys' videos that they're putting up so you don't miss a minute of what they're putting out and you can see what's going on in the world of RC, as we always say. George Watts, how are you, buddy? Good to have you here tonight. Thank you very much for coming by. Also, guys, I wanted to say tonight again, and I will keep saying this all the time because I'm so thankful. I wanted to say thank you to my good friend at Zoom RC, and that is Marshall. You guys, I've talked about Marshall a lot. He is awesome and great tools, stuff for your plane, stuff for your surface. He's got extension leads, just a lot of good stuff, guys. And, if you use code JCRC10, you can get 10% off. Marshall is basically a patron for the channel, a sponsor to the channel. Sent us a lot of stuff here in this box. I'll show you in a second. For our fly-in coming up, and that is July the 9th, guys, the Summer Sizzle in Kinston, North Carolina, and we're looking forward to that. And it's going to be a really good time. We're going to see some great flying. That's one of our biggest fly-ins of the year because it's warm weather. Typically, it's hot. That's why it's called the Sizzle. But we have some great food, great flying, great fellowship. A lot of good guys there hanging out, and you'll see some big airplanes and big jets, guys. People from Virginia, different places come down, drive a good ways, camp out. We do have primitive camping at our club as well. You're welcome to come early. We have facilities to use the bathroom, things like that. There's a Bojangles right across the street and a East Coast Wings across the street, and a service station, nice big service station in case you need ice or anything like that. It's right there. But yeah, I was going to show you guys. This is from Marshall at zoomrc.net. And guys, let me show you this box of stuff. I mean, look at this. This is huge, okay? We've got nice, awesome hats. We've got your JR type servo twist connectors, guys, for your servo leads. A huge, nice banner for the fence at the field. We've got more of the awesome soldering jigs. He sent several of these. We've also got servo clips that hold your clips together in different colors. We've got switches for your glow, your gas planes, things like that for your electronics, your ignition switches. Gosh, I mean, this box just goes on. Oh, yeah, we've got bling for your radio to dress up your bezels and your sticks on your radio, guys. I mean, anodized aluminum. I mean, man, he's killing it. I mean, look at all these killer banners here to hang on our fence. These will also be hung, hopefully year round. We want to promote these guys, as hard as we can because they are smaller mom and pops, and we want to, help them out and get them out in the public eye, guys, especially at the fly-in events. Also, next person I'd like to thank, my buddy Larry, right here at 5280 RC, guys, home of the true burners and true fire burners, guys. And if you have not seen his stuff, definitely go to his webpage and check him out. And like I said, see what he's got, man. He has got the awesome burners that flicker. Plus, he's got now the True Blue, I think it's called, that he's actually giving us to donate for the fly-in as well, plus a True Fire burner to donate at the fly-in. Hats, stickers, things like that. Larry's just an awesome guy and sending all this stuff out. The banner he sent, guys, it's so big to hang on our fence. I can't even hardly get it out of the box. I'll tell you what else is cool about it, too. It's got a scan code on it, and you can just hold your phone over it, and it'll carry you right to his website, which, of course, as I just told you, is right here on the screen at 5280rc.com. Check him out, guys, and let him know where you found this out, and just show some love to him. And he's got some awesome stuff, great prices, fast shipping. Yeah, and his banner will be displayed on our fence as well. And as long as God and weather permits, it'll be hanging there every day for everybody to see. So definitely, check him out as well. Also, I want to give a big shout out, guys, and a big thank you to, Hobby King. Like I said, guys, they're awesome. I love them to death. Stuart's great. And they are the company that that sends me this plane, many other planes. I mean, everything you're seeing here. I mean, guys, they're just awesome. Stuart's, Hobby King, I can't say enough good things about them. They take good care of me, and I just appreciate it. And I hope you guys are able to get your hands on some of these awesome airplanes, because that C-130, that King Twin right there, along with the Albatross. Guys, they're just putting out some awesome stuff here lately. And they all fly great. And if you haven't gotten your hands on them, you better do it, because they don't last long. Nothing's lasting long these days. If you see it and you want it, you better put your hands on it and get it. So that being said, again, thank you to everyone that is sponsoring our fly-in or helping out for raffles and sending things. I just can't tell you enough how much we appreciate it. Also, Hangar 18 in Raleigh, the owner's name is Brian. He's also donated us a beautiful airplane, bi-wing plane, big, huge in the box. It's awesome, guys. And he always looks out for us over there in Cary, North Carolina as well at Hangar 18. He does have a website. Check it out. He sells a lot of service. He is a Horizon hobby dealer. So without further ado, guys, you know why you're here. I'm going to break this out now. First of all, let me just say, Brendan McCormick has had up a couple of good videos on this today. My good buddies over in Slovenia, the Petrinkics, pilot Robert and Captain Blas, have also done some good videos, along with, first and foremost, Stuart. And Stuart released his video this morning, our time, Eastern time at 5 o'clock. Beautiful video, beautiful filming, and just good stuff coming out all day. Our winds here have been, I mean, nonstop. And any of you guys that live around the North Carolina area, I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. It has been crazy, crazy wind, temperatures up and down. So I have not gotten to maiden this plane yet. I just did get to fly some this past weekend, and this plane will actually be released, I think, by Hobby King next week. I don't know if you can get it right now, possibly. But anyway, so me and Stuart talk just about every few days. And so I told him, I said, hey, man, I sent him a picture, a snapshot of the wind yesterday. And I said, this is what we're dealing with. It was 20-mile-an-hour gusts yesterday all day and getting worse as the afternoon progressed. And he was like, he put up a face like this, you know. So that's what we've been dealing with, guys. So without further ado, I'm going to move a couple things off the table here, and I'm going to take you right into the, as I told you earlier, live unboxing. And while I'm doing this, guys, I will tell you too, please do not forget, if you have not looked into it, this plane right here, guys, this is the Night Tundra. This is an amazing airplane as well. The lights on this thing are incredible. It lights up the entire field. Actually did a little flying with it Sunday evening, right when the wind calmed down some, and was amazed by just how well it flies once we got it dialed in slow flight. It's 3S, so you got enough power to do what you want to do, and it just, you almost landed at your feet. So if you haven't checked this plane out, definitely give it a look. And it also comes with floats, guys. So again, you're getting your air and your water, and you take off the grass with floats on. I've done it before. If the grass is damp or dew on the grass or frost or snow, you got your floats, man. That's a great add. So let's get into this one, man. I'll show you guys what we got. Again, this is the third in the series, guys, of the Reno Aces from H King and Hobby King. And you guys have seen that I have done a flight demo and unboxing of the Galloping Ghost, which was the Mustang. Beautiful airplane, very fast. And also my friends Bobby, also you've seen their videos on the Hellcat that came out as well, second in the series. And then, guys, we are now with the third in the series. And I will get this where you could possibly see it a little bit better here on the tag. And I'm sure you guys have seen it all day long on YouTube and Facebook and Instagram. I know I've posted, and I know some other guys have as well. So basically, I'll give you the specs on this airplane so you'll know. It is a 39-inch wingspan. The length is 31 inches. Servos are 4 9-gram digital. You've got an 8x6 prop. Now, I tell you what, guys, I've got the carbon props for these planes. I put carbon on them, and they are amazing. It really, it just brings it to life to me. I mean, it gives it such a different feel in the air, a better sound, everything. So definitely, if you're going to order one of these, go ahead and do yourself a favor and get the carbon prop. You'll thank me later. Also, it's got a 40-amp brushless ESC. You have a 3108 1070 kV stock motor, or, guys, wait on this one. You can do a pro motor, which will give you a 1160 kV. Now, that's optional as well. You can add it. It's not expensive. It's not a very expensive motor at all. Matter of fact, I've got one. Where is it? Right here, somewhere in a bag. Yeah, there it is, right there, guys. I mean, like I said, it doesn't cost much. That's it. Easy to install. Everything bolts right up. You take the stock motor off, and the pro motor bolts right in place. So you're good to go. And you can run this with a 2200 4S pack. And pretty much everybody that's flying this airplane, guys, is putting it all the way forward as far as you can get it. So that's typically where it's going to CG at. So let's get into this box, guys, and we'll show you what we got here. Again, like I said, the Trinkets and Brendan, Just Plain Crazy, have done some incredible videos on this airplane as well. And you can go back and watch those. or you can go back and watch this one again if you choose. Set this up here where you guys can still continue to see this if you want to. This is called the Lucky Gallon, guys. And as I said, this is the third in the series. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the captions off of the screen just to free up a little more screen space here for you guys. Let me go back down into here. And let's go. Let's see. Let's take this off and this off. All right, there we go. So now we're going to get into this tape on this box. Where is my blade? Got a razor blade somewhere around here. Here it is. Tried to have all this stuff laying out, guys, but I had a lot of things I wanted to share with you tonight, so you know how that works. As you can see, guys, this thing is packaged very neatly. So that being said, if you guys wanted to transport this plane, it's only a couple of screws that hold this plane together. So you can save your box and you can transport your wings safely and the fuselage. So again, don't get rid of it if you don't have to. So I'm going to get in here and open this up. Cut all this tape. All right. And you know, guys, the funny thing is a lot of guys don't like doing unboxings. I kind of like it because I like for you guys to see what we got going on. And I like for you to, you know, if you got questions, I'll answer them for you right here live. A lot of times that's tough for guys that are doing videos. They can't do that for you. So if you do have a question, put it in and I'll try to answer it for you if I can. So let's see what we got here first. Styrofoam. Yes. Good styrofoam. Okay, so we will take out first the, let's see. And I would love to say hello to my wonderful mother-in-law who is in the hospital and hopefully on the mend, and hope to put a smile on her face tonight because she's not been doing well. And my wife, actually, Tara, you guys know, she's there with her. And so love you, miss you. And, but hey, we got it all going on. We're doing good here. And I hope her mother gets better soon. And if she's got some good doctors, guys. So, all right. So we're going to break out this wing and show it to you guys. And let's see. I hope they got this done. So yeah, so guys, the funny thing is somebody commented in a one of the Instagram or somewhere today, and they said, you guys have had this thing sitting around for how long, and how do you not tell it? You know, it's hard. Let me tell you guys, it's tough. To know that we have something and we can't share it with you guys, it really is hard. But like I said, that's part of the fun of this whole thing, and these wonderful companies that look out for us and do what they should. I'm also show you this too real quick, guys. This is your quick build sheet, okay, right here. Also comes with your scan code right here, which will carry you to the PDF file at the Hobby King website. So if you have more questions, this doesn't do enough for you, you can go to that, take that, scan it with your phone, and it'll take you directly to Hobby King, and you can download the PDF manual. All of the throws, everything on here are per Stewart. Stewart dialed this plane in, so I know it's going to be right. So this, you know, several guys have commented how much they love the scheme on this airplane. I think it's pretty myself. Like I said, you basically, it's almost like a blood red, and goes with the blood red moon we just had, right? And this is kind of like a vanilla color, vanilla, Gorilla, however you want to say it. And then they've also wrapped all of your leads here in a really nice styrofoam wrap or a soft wrap so it doesn't mess up your wing or anything in transport. So that's really nice. You got a hard point here that's going to intersect with the fuselage, which we'll get to and show you in a minute. Yeah, Ruff, doesn't that look good? And I'm telling you guys, you can see the shine of this airplane. The paint job is incredible. The wing is, I mean, it's pretty rigid. You've got hard points here and here, and also servo covers, guys, so you don't get hung up in the grass, and skid plates, as Stuart showed you in the video this morning for when you land so you don't scarp your plane. The one thing I would tell you to do that I will do to mine, I will put clear packing tape down these right here, just because every little bit helps, and I don't want to scratch any paint off of my skid plate. So, you know, I will go in there and do that myself. Um, funny, Eric. Always funny. You're such a comedian. But this is basically, I mean, nothing to the wing, guys. It's pretty simple. And there is a screw right here on top of this, as you can see right here, with a hard point down in there that the screw goes through the fuselage, which I'll show you as I get to connect this wing. So let me sit this here. Let's see, where do I want to put this? I'll sit it right back here. And I tell you, this is going to be the horizontal stabilizer, guys. Elevator, depends on what day it is, what you want to call it, I guess, right? And I'm gonna tell you, if you guys, and I know you have seen these fly today, these airplanes fly incredibly well. They track well. You know, for the size they are and the fun they are, I mean, really, you can't beat it. So yeah, so basically you got your foam hinges in here. Now, again, some people go in and put some foam tape. It's whatever makes you happy, what makes you feel safe and secure and make you sleep good at night, as they say. Basically just go in here and work these a little bit. I'm trying to look. There is a little bit of a metal a hinge in here as well, so that helps a lot to give it a little more stability. It runs all the way across here. And then you got another hard point down in here that this will screw in. So that's two screws that we know of. And let's see. Okay, now the part you all love. Well, I'll tell you what. We'll wait a second. Let's milk this as long as we can. Let's see. Let me get this out of the box down here. What could it be? What could it be? It is, well, this your prop and the prop adapter, which, you know, it's your bullet style nose, or like a Corsair would have. You guys can see that. It's really nice looking to it. It keeps it more scale. And again, this is the stock prop. And like I say, if you're going to order this plane, guys, I think the carbon props are only like $3-4 at the most. And do yourself a favor, order it. You will thank me because it makes such a difference in the performance of these smaller airplanes as far as the torque, the speed, everything. And that's without even putting the Pro motor on here, guys. Just a $3 prop will make a world of difference. So yeah, you've got one wing screw, some Velcro, and your tail screw. So that's your bag of parts right there. That's it. Okay. And that's a nylon screw that goes in the center of the wing. So that's pretty cool as well. And let's see. So here we go. We'll pop this out for you. Excuse me while I whip this out. Let's see. I watched Blazing Saddles Sunday afternoon, man. You got Sunday night. That is just a hilarious movie. You guys have never seen it. It is hilarious. They don't make comedy like that anymore, really. Slow and sexy for you. Well, no, not really. So here you go. I mean, Lucky Gallon scheme on this. A couple of guys have said they want to do a full-size Corsair in this scheme. I think it's pretty cool. Again, you have a hard point along the bottom of this airplane or like a skid plate. This is all hard plastic. None under here because you don't need it because it's really going to set down on the nose a little bit. And then basically you have a magnet here. You pull this open, which you've got 3 magnets in here. You guys can see this is your inside of your hatch. And again, like I said, you've got 3 magnets that line this. So this snaps on really good and tight. I'll show you. Boom, you hear that? You've got a lot of cooling underneath here so air can pass through, run all the way through. This does have cooling all in here. You guys can see all the way through and up in there. And yeah, I mean, it's one screw holds on your wing, and that's the nylon screw, as I was telling you guys. And then you have another screw that's going to go into here that's going to hold on your tail section. And then you have your clips for your servos. We all know those clips. You can also adjust your linkages inside here should you need to, and you probably will for your elevator and for your rudder. Um, guys, I'm telling you, I mean, the finish on this airplane is incredible as far as the paint quality. The paint is not thin. You can look at it and tell the foam feels really, again, very dense. These companies are stepping up the foam on these airplanes, and that's awesome because, you know, a lot of airplanes you could touch them and you would ding the foam with just your fingers. And we all know what we're talking about. Um, and that's just putting them in and out of your trailer or wherever you keep them. You'll ding the paint on them with that. Now, another cool thing that they gave you with this airplane, guys, they gave you the option of having two canopies. You got a clear canopy, or you've got this really cool silver and red canopy. Now, I personally, I'm kind of digging the silver. I put the gold canopy that came with the P-51 on the P-51, and I'll show you guys. This to me, that's just sexy, right? I mean, the silver just brings this plane to life. Now, that's canopy number one. And then, of course, you got your canopy number two, right? If you got a small pilot, you can cram him in there. I don't think, let's see. Oh, here you go. Wait a minute. Check this out. Let's see here. Here's the guy that look, here we go. He's pretty scaled too, guys, right? He's more like a fighter jet pilot rather than a Corsair pilot, I guess you'd say. But there you go. So if you wanted to put your pilot in there and do something different, you can do that as well. Depends on what you like. I personally, for some reason, I mean, I'm telling you guys, I'm just digging silver. I think it just pops on this airplane. I just think that is sexy as you can be. And then you put the carbon prop on here. You got the silver here, the silver canopy. I think it's just enough, personally. Um, and you can always change it. You don't have to be stuck with anything. You can change it. But that is a cool thing. They give you the choice. You got two. You got the silver or you got the clear. And if you want the clear, you get your little pilot and you're set. So again, it's your call, whatever you like. And again, as I told you too, guys, you can get the Pro motor for this airplane and put it in here as well. I can get this to sit up here for you. Don't let it fall over. Maybe it won't. Maybe it will. Let's see. Well, there goes the canopy. Okay, so let me just sit this right here. Yeah, no canopies were harmed in the making of this video. So let's see. Your tail section is going to slide in like this. I'm trying to keep this where you guys can see it. There's a little bit of a keyway here that goes in to the back end here. No gluing is required. This is pretty cool too. You don't have to worry about glue. Let me get this box out of the way, guys. I'm going to sit this down here and basically kind of give that a little push there just to get it down in there tight. That's on. And then we will take our wing, which is over here. Let's take off this stuff here so we can expose our wires because they're going to have to run up into the fuselage from underneath. Just like any Corsair or any Mustang, you know, guys, especially your one-piece wings, that's what they do. There's all your connectors right there. I'm just going to check these, make sure everything feels good. You can wrap tape, shrink wrap, whatever around them, or these servo connectors like you get from Zoom RC, put those on there. Again, I'm not stressing the coming unconnected on this particular airplane. You have a hole right here in the bottom. That's where this one wire is a Y cable. It's going to feed up through here, and it's going to pull through. And then you're going to take your wing and stick it into the hard point at the front of the airplane. I mean, guys, this is how cool this is. I mean, like I said, if you save your box, you know, I mean, you can take this to the field, and if you need to take it apart or whatever, you can. Doesn't matter. We've set down a little bit so it goes in nice and snug. And now, boom. I mean, other than putting your prop and your spinner on, guys, we're ready to fly. I'm going to turn this over, and we're going to get this one connector, this one screw that goes inside the wing. And again, it is a nylon screw. Cut this bag open. Also, as I said, they give you some Velcro for your battery and things like that, and your receiver. So that's pretty cool. Here's your nylon screw, guys. That's that holds your wing in, and it goes inside the fuselage, right in here. You guys can see that, and it is a Phillips head. Sticks down in there, and let's see. I think this is a Phillips right here. Yes, it is. I'm gonna take that there and screw her in. Again, it doesn't get much easier than this, right? And with something like this, guys, you're flying in a matter of a few minutes at the field. And that's it. Wings on. Boom. That fast, that easy. That's how it is, and that's how it looks from the bottom. I mean, everything. Look at that fit, guys. I mean, it's smooth. Everything looks nice. Um, make sure this is just pushed down in there good. It is. Feels good. Feels tight. Um, give it a couple more little cranks here. If you start to see your phone collapse in here anywhere, guys, you might just want to back off a couple of turns. Um, there we go. She's in good. Yeah, nice and smooth there. That looks really nice and tight there because that is like pins. They slide in. There's your connectors for your ailerons, your rudder, your elevator. I mean, doesn't get much easier than this. And then I'm going to put the one screw in the tail section here, and she'll be pretty much, other than gluing on your canopy, she's pretty much ready to fly, guys. This is that's a metal screw there, machine screw. That's going to go into your tail section back down in here. You may have to get a smaller screwdriver for that one. Let's see. We got more stuff around here than, let's say, Carter's got liver pills. um, but I guess I'm not the only one. I guess, if you're going to do this hobby, you got to have the stuff, right? It's what it is. But yeah, watching Bobby and Jeff the other day, guys, on their channel. And let me tell you, if you guys have not seen the Arrows BEA Hawk, the T-33, and the Viper that they have, let me just tell you something, guys. You talk about a fun-looking little jet for the money. I mean, I think the BEA is $150. Comes with a gyro. You got to put your own receiver and your own battery, and you're flying. And Jeff and Bobby, they clock that airplane, guys, at over 100 miles an hour. And you can fly it on 3 or 4S. So you know a 4S, that thing's going to rip. Tracks amazingly well. It's a beautiful paint job. The T-33 looks amazing as well. Again, just a super bargain for the money if you just want to get out around and yank and bank on something, guys. You're not going to beat it. Let me see. Where is my? Let's see. Where is that? Again, I got to dig through mess. I got stuff everywhere. Let's see. Trying to find my prop. This airplane. And here it is, right here. So, guys, this is the carbon prop. And I'm just telling you, do yourself a favor. Order this if you're gonna get this airplane. You will thank me. You'll be glad you did. Can't tell you enough. You'll be disappointed to a degree if you don't get it. Not to say the plane doesn't fly good. It flies great, right? Take nothing from it. But what I'm gonna show you here, guys, is a little something. Okay, this is the stock prop that comes with it. Notice the flex in that, right? Okay, well, that's what you're gonna get. This one right here, no, I mean, I can't budge. This prop doesn't move. So what does that tell you pilots out there this is going to do, right? Hey, Mom, how are you? Good to have you here. So, yeah, basically you're going to take your prop adapter, slide it onto the motor shaft. And I think we've all done this before. So we're going to take this and we're going to slide it onto the motor shaft here, guys. Let's see. There is. Just like so. We're going to put our prop on. The writing should go on the outside so you can see it. We slide the prop on. And you know what? Okay, yeah. Let me make sure this is going to, I think, if I'm not mistaken, yeah. So, okay. This prop, the hole on this prop is a little bigger than the hole on this prop. So you're going to have to drill this one. I thought I remembered I had to do that for the P51. So you're going to have to drill your prop out to make it fit as it should. And the hole, like what's on this particular prop right here. Again, no big deal. Anybody can do it. You already got a hole there, so you, a hole. That doesn't sound quite right, does it? You just put the rest of the other one up there, and you'll be able to put your prop up there. Slide that up there. I'm just going to show you guys what more or less can look like done like this, just to give you an idea of what we're talking about here. It also, to me, the carbon prop just really makes this plane look better. Personal, that's just a personal opinion. Some people might say, nah, I don't really like it that way. Well, that's your opinion. If you don't, you don't. Okay, so now let's put this back up here. And we will put the silver canopy back on it, guys, because that's what I like. So there you go. That's it. Check that out. And like I said, that is with the carbon prop on it, guys. And you tell me. I'm telling you, I'm digging the carbon prop, and I'm going to tell you what that carbon prop is going to do for this airplane. It's going to wake it up, especially with a 4S 2200. You can fly it with an 1800 if you want to, but I wouldn't. You're going to get more power out of it with a 22 4S, and that right there will be everything for you. So, yeah, that's it, guys. Other than setting the throws, getting it ready to go, that's all there is to it. And like I said, I think you guys have seen these videos enough to know that you don't get much easier for a plane to put together. You don't have to do anything to it but put a battery and receiver, and you take it out, and you're up and flying in no time. And that's part of what makes this hobby good, especially if you don't have big fields to fly in like a lot of the guys here do. If you're somebody that, you fly at a local park or something like that, well, this is an airplane for you. And I'm going to tell you, it flies really nice slow, and it flies really nice fast. Depends on how you want to do it. You got options. That's one good thing. You got options with this airplane, guys. And it just looks good in the air. It's just a beautiful airplane. And I'm going to get this up here where you guys can see it a little bit better. Let's see. Yeah, there we go. So that's it, guys, as far as that plane. So if you've got any questions that I can possibly answer for you, I will do my best while I'm sitting right here with it. Let me go back and see. Yeah, Great Scott, exactly. It's not a bad price. Yeah, thank you, Jeff in Lower Alabama, LA Jeff, as I call you, for dropping that link in here. Again, guys, like I say, it's a great airplane, great price tag. It's $150 price range, kind of like some other things that are coming out now. And so it gives you the opportunity to get out, guys, and fly in smaller areas. Throw it in the car, put it in the trunk, and you're off to the field and you're flying in a little bit. And like I said, if you want to take the wing off, it's one screw in the center, easy to do. Probably wouldn't need to take off the tail section. So, again, give it a look, guys. Hobby King, and that's the Lucky Gallon, and FG1 Corsair. And I think you'll be glad you did, especially if you're into flying with something fast. And I tell you guys, what's awesome, and I was telling Brendan at Just Plain Crazy this today, what would be really awesome is to get some of your friends and all of you get one of these racers and get out there and just rip them up and have some fun with them, man, and race them around, just have a good time because that's what they are. They're Reno Aces, which is Reno Racers as we all know them. So Hobby King, H King, great job. Another one you knocked out of the park. Hey, Mr. Ray Guniak, how you doing, buddy? Good to have you tonight, man. Um, and guys, as I said, I've been trying to stay in you guys' shows and look at everything as much as I can, but my dear mother-in-law has been sick, and my wife has been away, and I'm having to take care of the house and the dogs and the kid and the this and the work and the. But hey, it's all good. We're getting it done, and we're having a good time doing it. And you know, I just want my mother-in-law to get better. That's what matters. So if you're still watching, I love you, babe, and here to see you. And hopefully you'll get better soon. But so guys, so what's everybody else been doing this week? I've been watching, like I said, videos, catching up on even more videos from Joe Nall last week. How about that big A10, guys, that turbine? You guys see that? That was on Facebook. It was on Instagram. That is a big, big A10. I mean, can you imagine the butt clench factor of flying that jet? Um, it's pretty. It'd be nerve wracking. I can tell you that, no doubt. Um, yeah, no doubt, Eric. Right? Um, thanks, Eric. I appreciate it, man. And again, man, I appreciate your videos that you were throwing at us from Joe Nall. Um, Yeah, exactly, Ray. You can get two planes for the price of one, man. You can get the P-51 or the Hellcat or whatever you like out of the trio, man. I mean, they're all great planes. I love the P-51. I think the scheme on it is beautiful. I love the silver with the gold canopy. And guys, like I said, step it up to the pro motor if you want to. You're talking what, 15 to 20 bucks for an extra motor. And again, carbon prop, definitely a must have. Um, Michael said, "Can't wait to get my Kenny T-shirt." And yeah, no doubt, right? Oh, Kenny, it's good to see Kenny back up here and hanging out, right? The Kenny marathons. But yeah, yeah, Snow. Brendan did make it look good. Brendan does a lot of good stuff, man. He's a great guy, and Brendan does some beautiful builds of whatever he's doing. Um, Reno air racing in California is different countries or just the U.S. I'm not sure, EQ. That I don't know. I've had some of my clients have gone to the Reno races and had a great time out there. Let's see. I'm just trying to catch up on you guys' comments here in case I missed anything. Um, let's see. Let's see. Just trying to look around here. Yes, guys, if you got any questions on this airplane, if I can answer for you, I will. Yeah, Paul, a lot of your companies you're seeing now are coming out with 50 millimeter jets, um, smaller airplanes because of the price point, because things are going up and not everybody can afford a, five, six, $700 airplane or a jet, let alone your big balsa planes. You're in a different world with those as well. Um, I would love to have a big balsa P-51. I may consider it at some point. I've got the P-47 that's hanging. You can see the wing of it right there, in the front of it is, oh God, you see the front of it. You see the prop. It's right here. Um, I got to get that one up in the air. I've got another kit of that same airplane that I got because they discontinued it and I couldn't turn it down. And then I've got another one up here that's missing the horizontal stabilizer. Um, and these people they're scarfing up these airplanes, man, because they're getting harder and harder to get. And they know once they do get gone, will they come back out with it? Who knows? Several guys right now are hating the fact that Horizon has discontinued the E-Flight F4. Um, Another awesome airplane. I don't know why they discontinued that one. Horizon Hobby has got a Corsair coming out. That was at Joe Nall. EQ showed that on his channel this past week, and it looks like it might be a little bigger than this one, maybe 1.2 meter, which would put it probably at what, 40 some inch wing, a little bit bigger. It does have retracts and things like that. It's nice looking. It's blue. So that will probably, I'm guessing, if it was at Joe Nall last week, it'll probably hit YouTube on Thursday when they have a release. So yeah, um, let's see. I don't know, Eric. That's a good question. I'd like to know because if you'd like to get rid of it, I would definitely. I'd love to have that P51. I know Eric Shadow Ops stays in touch with him. So if Eric, if you hear this, if you're still in the room, I see you were saying good night. If you're still in the room and Dave has that P51, um, hit me up or hit him up and let me know if it might be something he may be interested in getting rid of. Um, 'Cause, yeah, that might be one that would be worth checking into. I know, was it Top RC, World Models, Phoenix Models? I think all those guys have got nice P51. I'm not really into the green P51. Hanger Nine's got the green and silver, and that one's nice looking with a yellow nose. I could deal with that one. I love a red tail, and I love the scheme of the FMS, the foam one that I have, which is the PD version 8 from FMS. I like the scheme on that one as well. Um, like just flew their 20-foot B-17. Yeah, man, isn't that cool? That's an amazing airplane. There's a guy at our field, Wayne, that you guys have seen here on the show, and Wayne's got a really cool B-17, guys. I'd never seen it until he brought it to the field. What weekend before last? It was windy, but we just had to get out there and hang out for a while. Um, but he brought it with him, and it's kind of got its own natural weathering because it's an old airplane, but it's really cool. It's foam, and it's a nice dense foam. I was shocked at the foam quality for how old it was. Because gosh, I think he said it was maybe 12 years old is ringing a bell, but it was a Banana Hobby B-17, guys. And let me tell you, it was a big bird. I'm thinking 2 meter, um, 4 motors, just a nice looking airplane. And he was tinkering on it a little bit because he was going to fly it, but lo and behold, he forgot he had taken a receiver out of it a while back. So when he brought the plane to the field and he opened it up to get everything hooked up, he was like, "Oh crap! I don't have a receiver in it, and he didn't have an extra with him." So you know, he didn't get to fly it, but I'm gonna tell you, it's a good looking airplane. He said it flies like a dream. It don't need flaps. It's got flaps on it that are that big. Man, this is a big airplane, guys. I'm telling you. If any of you guys remember the big B-17 from Banana Hobby, you know what I'm talking about. I mean, 12 years ago, it was big. It was wider than my arms. I mean, I've got probably what 6 feet, just about wingspan on my arms. It was about that big. It was huge, and I was just amazed at the quality of the foam on that airplane. It wasn't gatored, being it was that old. He had it sitting in the sun. And I was like, man, most of your newer planes with gator and heartbeat are sitting in the sun. Um, so that was pretty impressive too. Um, but yeah, again, nice airplane. I wouldn't mind having that myself. Yeah, okay. So Ray, you know the one I'm talking about then. So you've seen this plane. Um, my friend that has this plane, he's from California, and he has actually flown at the field where the guy did all the demos back for Banana Hobby in the day, where the gun range is at the end of it. You can hear people shooting. He's actually flown there. He lived in Cali for, gosh, I think he said 45 years. He's been living here in North Carolina for 15. And Wayne's actually building a P-51 Mustang with an 18-foot wingspan, guys. It's a 50% airplane, and it is going to be incredible. It's going to have a 20 horsepower motor swing and a 36-inch prop. The wheels on it are 13 inches in diameter, so it's going to be a big one. And he's already got a lot of the stuff, you know, cut out and built. The whole wing is assembled. He just had to have it covered or anything. They're trying to figure out what to cover it with. Um, but it's just amazing to see some of the stuff. And when I was talking to him about this airplane, and I said, "Yeah," I said, "You remember the guy that used to be on out in California?" And the little kid now named John RC. I know you guys have seen him. I swear his uncle or somebody in his family was the one that was flying for Banana Hobby back 12, 13 years ago. And I watched all the guys' videos. They sound alike. They look alike. They got to be kin, and they fly at the same place out in California. And you know, pretty cool that that is his relative, and he's gotten him into flying. And a little kid, a little boy, he's probably 13 or 14. He can fly the mud out of an airplane too, so he's doing really good. Um, let's see. Eric said, so Dave still got it, but still social media break. Um, yeah, that'd be great. EQ, Eric, I appreciate it. Yeah, definitely let him know. I would love to do it. Guniac says we met up in SoCal and picked up one of those B-17s from Pete. Yeah, that Pete was the guy's name that used to fly all the planes for Banana Hobby. And my friend here in Greenville, he's met Pete. He's seen him fly. He's flown at this field before. I just thought that was the neatest thing. He actually named it, and I'm sure Ray, you know the name of where they're talking about. But he said, yeah, you didn't fly over the other end of the field because guys were shooting guns and stuff over there. Um, and you could hear him in some of Pete's videos too. Matter of fact, Pete, I saw him, gosh, it's been, probably, I don't know, 6, 7, 8 years ago when he demoed. At that time, it was the Banana Hobby F-16 that is now the HSD Camo Arctic Aggressor F-16. Pete was the first one I saw do a video on that airplane for Banana Hobby because they had it first. And then HSD came out with the same 120 millimeter, 105, but I think it's 120, runs on 12S. They came out with it. And, but yeah, that's Pete. That's his name, man. That's exactly what I was talking about. Could not think of his name. He was a great guy, man. Just super, super nice. So yeah, I was, I was pretty impressed that my friend had met him and seen him. And I'll tell you guys something else. So I was flying some Sunday, as I told you guys, and me and my friend Wayne and another fellow were out there flying, and we were flying together and kind of ripping it around. We were all running about 100, 125. And Wayne came in with his plane that I did a video of a couple weeks ago, and kind of like a T-34, but I know that's not what it's called. But he came in with it, and he landed, and so I started setting up with my P-51, my Hangar 9. So came around, did a gear pass. Of course, nobody's filming this, right? Went back out, and the wind's kind of kicking up at this point, probably gusting at, I don't know, 15, 20, a little bit cross. Not too bad cross. But anyway, went out, and I went out pretty far to set up because I thought, well, wind's kicking. I'm going to use takeoff flaps rather than landing flaps just to slow her down a little bit. And I misjudged, guys. At the end of our field, which is a long strip, there is a field across the ditch. And in the ditch, there's a row of weeds that stand up probably 1.5 feet high. Well, anyway, I went out good distance, gave myself plenty of time to come around and bleed off the speed and come down. And I guess when I went in to take off flaps, plus the wind that was coming down the runway, it just slowed that airplane way down. And it was almost getting darker in the afternoon, so that kind of that weird sky. And when I went down below the tree line back behind my airplane, it kind of monked with my eyes. And I guess I lost my depth perception. And I thought I was over the grass in the ditch onto the grass of our field, but obviously I was not. And I went down, and one of my retracts touched down in the field on the opposite side of our landing strip. And when it did, the soft dirt caught my retract and just flipped the airplane over like that. And everything comes to an abrupt halt, and a dust cloud came up, and I was like, oh, crap. You can't replace this airplane. So anyway, I walk out there and walk all the way down there, and I get there, and really it's just the retract that's busted out. The other one's still there. All the throws are working. All the servos are working. There was minimal damage. The was it facing the airplane, the right wing was busted up a little bit. Very fixable. So, needless to say, a buddy of mine out there who loves Mustangs, he was like, "Hey, man, you don't want it. I'll buy it from you just like it is, and I'll fix it." I got to thinking about it, and I said, "You know what? I've had it for a long time. I've gotten some awesome flights out of it. I enjoyed it, but it's time to move on to some bigger and better things. I want a bigger Boston Mustang now, and that's why I said earlier tonight, I'm going to start looking around and see what I can find. And yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. And I'm going to set it up all electric, I think. Um, and my Mustang sounded like gas coming by because it had a two-blade prop and it was getting it, and it sounded really good. So I want to set up another bigger Mustang with similar setup as far as the sound and the prop pitch and everything, just a bigger prop. And some of my buddies out there at the club, they'll help me do it. But Marshall is a great pilot. So he said, yeah, he said, I'll buy it from you. And I thought, you know what? He's giving me a fair deal. I'm giving him a fair deal. He'll fix it. I'll see it fly again, and I'll move on to something different. So that's what I'm doing. And I can't wait to see him fly because he'll have it flying probably in the next weekend, no doubt. He's that good. He does a lot of fiberglass work. So he's all over it. He just sent me a picture and he said, not too bad. He's already got it just about fixed. Um, I said, yeah, that's what Marshall will do. Marshall will go back in there and fix it and then sell it to me for double what he gave me. Right. But you know what? I'm happy that somebody that loves a Mustang, that was one of my first models, guys, 12 years ago, and I built it. And I'm happy to see someone have it that takes pride in it and will have it back in the air. So, yeah, that makes me feel good. And like I said, he got a good deal and I got a good deal, and it didn't owe me nothing. And on the bigger and better things. So that's coming. It'll be here for long. I like the size of the Black Horse planes that Wesley and James were flying at Joe Nall last week. Man, that Zero and that Corsair, I believe it was. Those were, or no, was it a P-40? Those were some big airplanes, man. I think it was Corsair and P-47 is what I think it was. Yeah, I know it was a P-47 was one of them. But yeah, those were big, nice airplanes, and those were set up electric, and they flew incredibly well. Um, yeah, I get rid of the boxes, man, and keep the airplanes. um, but I do. I look out for my friends too. I try to. I pass things on and I pay it forward, man. If I've got something and I get a different version of it or whatever, I pay it forward, man. I mean, that's what I do with my friends. So, and they support me and they help me and they film me, and so that's why I don't feel bad giving somebody a good deal on something, because I've been very blessed and very fortunate to know that I've got a great company like Hobby King that supports me, and I've got a great following of you guys that are here every week hanging out with me, and I appreciate that as well. Um, Night, Mom. Thank you. Have a good night, and I will talk to you tomorrow. Um, let's see. I've been cursing FedEx for the last 7 working days for not leaving my helicopter order from Verizon. Tag EQ. That does suck, man. Yeah, you can you not. Well, if you don't have a neighbor, I mean, close by, I guess it doesn't help. Yeah, we do all have lots of airplanes, Paul. It's an addiction. What do you do? We could be addicted to a lot worse things, man. I don't drink alcohol anymore. I don't smoke anymore. So yeah, I mean, I figure this is my addiction, and I could be doing a lot worse things. I hang around a great group of guys. I'm at a club where everybody is super friendly. They care. Um, they all, are there for you. So yeah, I mean, like I say, I could be doing a whole lot worse. I don't really do a whole lot of hunting. I love my guns, don't get me wrong, but I don't hunt. I do fish when I can. But this is my main hobby, guys, and I love it, So let's see. They said they need sign ticket and drive left door still in the box. Dang, you I hate that for you, buddy. That does blow, man. Let's see. I've been looking at the right wing corner at motion. See. Okay. All right. Yeah, well, and I tell you, as I said, Paul, if you see something you like nowadays, you better jump on it, man, because things aren't sitting around long, as we all know. The thing that worries me about buying stuff, guys, is parts availability. I mean, you go buy a nice airplane, whether it be a balsa plane that you build or a foamy that you put together and fly. Um, it's excuse me. You go maiden it, you do great. Hopefully, you fly it a couple of times. You have a mess up, you bend something, you break something. You can't replace the part. You're down, man, and that's what blows. What's up, Kenny? How are you, man? Yeah, we're all still waiting on your T-shirts, Kenny. Um, Send them out, man. Um, but but yeah, if you can't get parts to replace something right away, it kind of blows when you spend that kind of money on an airplane and you're grounded. And all of us know how it is. I mean, it was bad at times. Got something in my eye. It was bad at times before COVID hit. Now it's even worse. And these companies are trying, guys. They don't want to not have parts for us. They don't want to not have airplanes. They want us to fly. That the last thing they want is for people not to buy stuff. So we can't give them too hard of a time because that's their livelihood. I mean, we just kind of got to bear with them. So yeah, it is what it is. But it does bite when you can't get parts or something. Um, Kenny, how you been, man? You've been staying busy, buddy. I mean, between your schedule and mine, I don't hardly get to see you much anymore, and I don't ever know what night you're coming on now. Um, but I've missed seeing you, man. I've missed my wife and I both have missed your infectious laugh. Um, that's one thing. Kenny's got one of the most infectious laughs there is out there. He's just a great guy, and I've talked to him on the phone several times and enjoy talking with him. Just a really, really nice, I think, very reachable person that is real. So yeah. Wow, what happened, Kenny? Worst day of your life? Man, I hope not. Don't tell me you got hit by lightning again because that should have been the worst day of your life. Um, I'm just saying. What happened, man? And I'm sitting here hearing you, but I mean, I know how you can be too. So I'm like, is he real? Is he joking? Is he joshing? What's he doing? Oh, what's up, Shay? How are you, buddy? Good seeing you and the Mrs. Flying on the video the other day. Enjoyed that with the L39. Yeah, Kenny, like my wife says, man. Keith said the eggs came back. Yeah, like my wife says, cups always half full. Seems like my cup's mostly empty. Um, no, I'm very blessed, guys. I can tell you, I'm very blessed. Come on, Kenny, do tell now. You can't come in here and just, you know. EQ said I took all. Let's see. Kenny said he had to drink 32 ounces of water for a sonogram. Oh wow, damn, Kenny, I drink probably 2 gallons of water a day, man. So you couldn't have a big gulp. Is that what you're saying? 32 ounces of water. I drink that every morning before 7 o'clock. I'm normally up at 6:15, 6:30, and by 7:30, I've had 47 to 50 ounces of water. Had to hold it for an hour. Okay. So I'm waiting for the worst part here. I'm guessing sonogram for. I mean, hey, look on the bright side. It wasn't a colonoscopy. Couldn't pee for 6 hours. Well, you know what? I had a friend of mine who just found out he had bladder cancer, and which is not life threatening, hopefully, but they had to put a catheter in him and drain over 1,000 cc's off of him, buddy. He was about to die. So, huh. Had to go, but could. Oh, I hate it for you, man. Damn. Getting old sucks, guys. I'm telling you, it really does. That's why I try to eat right. I try to go to the gym, drink tons of water. That's what this is. Quit drinking alcohol. And New Year's Eve. Um, and gosh, I quit vaping. Quit smoking cigarettes. What 8, 9 years ago. Yeah. You damn right. I got to fly an airplane, man. That's my therapy. That's my addiction. Um, thought I was going to catch myself again. Not quite sure I understand, Kenny. Calf. Ooh. Okay. Just got that. Ouch. Dang. I'd be running some water. I'd be doing whatever I had to do if I. Oh, good gracious. Mm, damn. Yeah. Like I said, they getting old. Sucks. How old are you, Kenny? I'll be 56 in August, man. What are you like? 54, 55? You don't look, any older than me. Started at 9 a.m. Wow. But Kenny, drink more water, man. I mean, drink more water and drink cranberry juice. They say it helps with kidneys and the whole 9 yards, man. I mean, I'm just saying. 61? Damn, I wouldn't imagine that, man. You don't look 61. I would never known that. 62 in October. Wow. I wouldn't have guessed that, man. You don't look it. You really don't. Ruff says he's 66. Wow, damn, I wouldn't have guessed that either, man. Gosh. Now you know how we feel during one of the marathons. Yeah, that's where you got to keep a cup under the table or something. Look, KFC, Kentucky Fried Chicken, as y'all well know, they give away their gallons of tea come in these collapsible soft bags with the screw-on lid. And I think it's Christmas or Thanksgiving or something. We got 3 of these, to have over the holidays with meals and things like that. So we'd have to make tea and yada yada yada. Well, anyway, we got done with them. I told my wife, I said, we're not throwing these damn bags away because they're nice, heavy duty plastic. They'll go flat except for the lid, like a gallon jar. I'm like, she's like, what are you going to do with these? I said, you know what? First of all, I'm going to put one in the car. Think about it, guys. I'm going to put one in the boat. You just never know. Even though I got a head on my boat, you got water everywhere. You just never know, right? Plus, you can also put water in them, freeze them, and put them in a cooler. So that is really good. And it's a gallon block to put in your cooler. So they work good for that. Um, and I said in the third one, I'll just keep out here in the freezer. And should we ever need it to, put water or whatever in, we'll have it. That is really cool. If you guys haven't seen those, they're awesome. And they're really, really savable. So, I save a lot of stuff. The older I get, the more I save. What does that say? Um, I'm telling you, Shay, depends on what you want. Now, I was just telling the guys in here. Well, first of all, XFly is coming out with a new alpha. It's coming in 2 schemes.
So that's going to be pretty cool. I think the gray one I like, and I voted for the red, white, and blue, and they've actually passed. So that one's going to look good. Um, but I think that's going to be a nice jet, an 80 millimeter. I think it's going to be really cool. But just to get out and yank and bank and keep your fingers and your thumbs up and not break your bank, that new BEA Hawk from Arrows, 50 millimeter with built-in gyro. Let me tell you something, Shay. If you haven't seen that, go watch Jeff and Bobby's video. That thing's running over 100 miles an hour. They also make a T-33 and they make a Viper. Those damn jets are hauling, dude. And I mean, just like these little airplanes right here, guys. I know some of you think, oh, it's a 50 millimeter. Oh, that's a 39-inch wing. Guys, let me tell you something. A lot of times these little fast airplanes like this, they build your skills up for the bigger stuff because you got to be on the sticks with these or these little jets. You got to stay ahead of them because a jet that small running 100 miles an hour, man, that thing feels like it's cruising. And the Arrows also has built-in safe, um, autocorrect, and gyro right out of the box. Man, all you got to do is put a receiver and a battery, and you run 3S or 4S in it. And Jeff and Bobby were streaming it on 4S, man, and it's $150 for any of the different three versions of the planes. And I'm telling you, Shay, for the money, me and my buddy Wayne we're going to get the BEA, and I think he's either going to get the T-33 or the BEA, just to get out there and yank them and bake them around the field. And if you crash them, your phone, you can hopefully put them back together. If you can't, it's $150. You can't have that much fun. You can't go to an amusement park for the day for that price. So hey, I'm in. $150. Keep my skills up. Keep my eyes right. Keep my fingers right. Plus the fun. Yeah, man, count me in for that. And guys, they are in stock at Arrows RC. And I have no affiliation with Arrows RC. I would love to, because I'd love to have their jets. I think they're awesome. So Arrows RC, if you're listening to this, send me the BEA, and I'll be glad to show it on this channel. I want one really bad. Um, let's see, what is that plane, Jeff? I know it's Corsair. Yes, this is the third in the series, Shay, of the Reno Racers from Hobby King and H King, and this is a over 100-mile-an-hour airplane, and this is a stock motor. You can get a pro motor, which will take it to a different level. You probably get 125 to 130, and I've also put a carbon prop on mine, as you see here, because there's no flex at all compared to the prop that comes with it, which, as you can see, I can bend it and flex it. That carbon, you will not do that. It's $354, I think. This plane is $159. You put a receiver in it, two screws, puts the wing and the tail section on, and you are up and flying, man, and it will rip. These little Reno racers are a blast, man. And that is Hobby King, H King, makes the plane for Hobby King. So there you go, man. Um, yeah, Arrows F-86 is nice, EQ. I've seen that one too. That's really cool too. Um, No, Kenny, this is a hand tosser. It comes with two canopies. It comes with a silver. It also comes with a clear in case you have a pilot figure of such size to put in your plane. It has a plastic skid plate on each wing here, here, and plastic here so that, and also it has servo cover so you don't get caught up in the grass for belly landing. And this plane is going to come in, slightly nose down. Um, but it will scream, bud. And it's got the nice, really nice scale looking nose prop adapter on it too. So that looks really good. A lot of cooling coming through the cowl. One nylon screw holds the wing, goes through the inside, Kenny. Okay, I'm just going to recap you here, bud. Okay, so pull right here. You got three earth magnets. You hear the I don't have the prop on tight as you can see. Here's the inside. Got a lot of room in there. A 4S 2200 is going to go all the way forward here. That leaves all this room for your receiver or whatever. A lot of cooling coming through the cowl, coming out the bottom down here. And as I said, I did not have the prop on tight. I just had it sitting up there because I got to do a little modification to the hole on this prop. But that again is the carbon prop, as you can see right there. and it's true carbon fiber. Um, but the paint job and everything on this airplane, Kenny and Shay, is incredible. You got earth magnets, 3 magnets on this, which really you'll hear it click. Nice snap there. And again, you have your different canopies that you can put on either the silver and red or the clear and your pilot of choice. So, I mean, it doesn't get any easier to take a plane and fly it than that one right there. You know what I'm saying? Um, and yeah, Ruff, that color is badass. That would look good on a 1600 millimeter Corsair from another company. That would look really good. Let's see. Paul says EQFJ2 Fury from Horizon 10 years ago has fixed landing gear. Okay. Jeff in Lower Alabama, I don't think so, at least not a miss mine. Perfect toss in the trunk. And car. Exactly, Jeff. I mean, that's the thing. Any of these smaller models from Horizon Hobby, from Hobby King, Arrows, BitGo, you name it, guys. Any of these smaller planes are easy to transport. They fly well for the most part. They track well. They're easy to carry, and you can be out and flying in a matter of a few minutes right out of the box. You know, so these are pretty impressive, and they're super. The wings on these things are super rigid. I mean, guys, I can't even flex that wing. So they're going to hold up well. The paint on this thing is amazing. It's not thin paint. You can tell. You can feel the paint. I mean, it looks really really good quality. And that foam is dense. I can't put my fingerprints in it, just squeezing on it slightly. And we all know how you can on a lot of these airplanes. So yeah, get over to Hobby King, guys, and check it out. I'm telling you, you'll be glad you did. It's an awesome airplane. Um, I've got, as a matter of fact, I'll tell you what I can do here. I will take, let's see, I'm gonna put this here up for you guys, and that way, if you get one of these, please go here and get it. It helps my channel a little bit, guys. Um, I'd appreciate it. It ain't much, but every little bit helps. So if you're gonna buy one, please use my link if you don't mind. And if you're not going to get one and you know a friend is, please send them that link. Also, I put that link on my Instagram as well as my Facebook page today. So share it out, send it to a friend if you know they're going to buy this plane. It would just help me a little bit, and every little bit helps with stuff. So yeah, you guys know me. I don't solicit. I don't ask for stuff. I can tell you because I'm just happy that you guys are here, happy that you're hanging out with me, and enjoy your company. So I just appreciate you listening to me. And on that note, guys, it is 10 to 10, and I'm not going to keep you any longer because I can see you guys are falling off and getting kind of bored. So that being the case, I'm going to let you guys get out of here and go do your thing. And I just appreciate you again for being here and supporting the channel. I hope you saw something you liked tonight. Like my good friends say, click that button, buy something, get out and fly, do yourself a favor, take a kid flying. You'll be glad you did because hopefully they'll love the hobby and they'll stick with it. So, guys, I'm Jeff, Jeff's Custom RC. Thanks to all the supporters of this channel and our fly-in Kinston July 9th at the Kinston Air Modelers Club in Kinston, North Carolina. We'll be talking more about that as it grows near. I will see you guys next week right here, same time, 8:30. Have a great week. Be safe and get some flying done. Let's see some videos. Take care, guys. Have a good night.